Welcome everybody, my name is Mr. Llama and today I am going to be casting a ZVT here on the map Korhal compound. So down in the bottom left corner at about the 730 position we do have our red Terran player DRTknight, and in the top right at about the 2 o'clock 130 position we do have our blue Zerg AAKraigus. So I'm going to call them Knight and Kraigus, I would assume here. As the game does go on, this is going to be on Korhal compound, as I said, and it is a ZVT, and as a Zerg player this is a map that I just did not like very much, simply because Terran can throw siege tanks up right here on this ledge and hit your third, and the third is very far away from your natural there, so it is difficult to hold. But the nice thing is, once you are able to hold that third right there, holding this fourth is very simple, as there is just this ramp right here, or not even ramp, this little area right here leading into your fourth, but it protects your third as well. So kind of makes for an interesting game style there. If you can get your third, you might as well take your fourth in my opinion, and yeah, so we'll have to see. In the meantime, we do have just standard opening coming out from our Zerg player here. He's just droning up, and we'll have to see if he is going to go for that 14-15 hatch first or not. In the meantime, our Terran player as well has dropped down this barracks, and is he going to get a gas here at 75 minerals is the question. It does not look like he has taken his gas. This is going to be a platinum versus platinum game, actually, just to inform you. So possible that we will see some sort of 2 racks action here coming out pretty soon, as we are saving up for that 150 minerals. And it looks like our Terran player does not wish to show what he's going to do quite yet. In the meantime, our Zerg player has expanded. He has taken that 15 hatch, so always a very popular build currently in ZVT, while ZVP usually you see a lot more players going for that 14 gas, 14 spawning pool opening. So our Zerg player is going to go ahead and take this extractor. This is something always fun that I like to do, and then if you can cancel and keep going or let it sit there, it's always a good thing, because then you will be able to see that your opponent's Marines are still there and have not pushed out. So our red Terran player is sitting on a lot of minerals right now. It is possible that he is going to be going for some sort of 1 gate or 1 racks expand, pardon me. In the meantime, our blue player has started that spawning pool now and is going to go ahead and get a gas. A lot of players like to hold off on that gas for a while there in the early stages, as they do like to drone up, and more drones does equal more economy, so that is always great. But getting that gas is a little bit safer, as he is uncertain as to what his opponent is going to be doing right now, and he might want to move this overload out, although it could. Yes, so he is going to go ahead and use it instead to scout, and hopefully he will be able to see this command center. But no, he is going to pull it out just before he can see that command center. So it looks like he is going to lose this extractor and possibly lose his command center. So this extractor is not going to be able to hold with the Marines attacking it. He probably should have just let it finish right there, but that's okay. And right now we do see double gas going down for our Terran player. So very possible that after this expansion he is going to go into some extreme sort of tech. We'll have to see if he is going to take these gases as well, but it looks like he is going to tech up into tanks or anything really that we don't quite know yet. We'll have to see, as there are a lot of options for him to tech, but usually it is some sort of tank tech, as if he was just going to start building a lot of barracks, which he does have 2 racks going down right now. But if he was just going to throw up 5 barracks, you probably wouldn't see that double gas immediately, unless he was going for some sort of a lot of upgrades, getting stim combat, concussive shells really quickly. So right now he is just checking out, is just trying to stay aware of the map. In the meantime, we do have our Zerg player who has thrown down a spine crawler just to feel a little bit safer there. He does know that no early aggression is coming, as those Marines were sitting there attacking that extractor for a while. But now that extractor is gone, and he has only seen that 1 barracks, and excuse me, let me go busy really quickly. And he has only seen that 1 racks there. He should feel decently safe. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought when my friend messaged me. So gonna go ahead and move that spine crawler out there just in case there are Hellions of some nature, and So he's unsure as to where he actually wants to place this. And there we go. He's going to go ahead and drop it right down in the middle. So it can kind of hit everything. And he'll drop an evolution chamber just in case Hellions try and do a run by it. This is going to force them to kind of do some awkward pathing, get a few more shots off with that with that spine crawler and that queen. In the meantime, we do have the upgrade starting to go down now for our Terran player. He is getting combat shield, possibly. Oh, this is just reactor right here. But he's building a tech lab on his factory. So possible that we are going to see tanks coming out here with siege mode pretty fast, possibly going for some sort of marine tank timing push as combat shield will be finishing up. And if he does start stim immediately after, that would be a little bit delayed, but if he's going to get a few tanks before he does get that push, we'll have to see exactly what he's going to do. So his expansion has gone down, and he does have a bunker there to protect, and it does not look like our Zerg player is in for any sort of fight at the moment, as he is playing very defensively, throwing down a few spine crawlers, getting some defensive banelings, I would assume. He has not started any creep spread yet, so he is going to be using a lot of those larvae for drone production, stuff like that. It looks like he is a little bit delayed with that, as he is microing around with his units to just go ahead and scout. But he does have a lot of larvae there saved up, and there we go. So he's going to get a lot of Zerglings actually, so it does look like he is going to be going for some side of type of push here. And let's see, has he scouted? He has not scouted that there's an expansion yet, so I can only imagine that he's either assuming that some sort of one base play is coming in, and he does not have an evolution chamber or anything like that. So usually if you are uncertain as to what your Terran opponent is doing, you would want to get an evolution chamber, drop that down, as I don't know if he did see the 2 gas going down, so I don't think he saw 2 gas either. Let's see. So no, he has not seen any gas. He is very in the dark right now. He just seen Marines. So usually if you do see that, you want to drop an evolution chamber just so you can get sport colors if there is some sort of Banshee play and you have not scouted an expansion or anything like that. So at this point, I would usually recommend sending a Ling in, something like that, just to get an idea of what your opponent is doing. And he does have all these Lings. He does have 22 more Lings in production. He does have that Baneling nest. So no centrifugal hooks yet, no lair or anything like that. So it does look like he is going to be going for some big sort of push right now, I would imagine, as he has invested a lot of his larvae and minerals into all of these units right now. He is floating a lot of minerals, so dropping a macro hatch or something like that could be a good idea right now. Or possibly going to drop a 3rd, as our Terran player does not have too much right now to push out with. He could possibly do some drops with that medevac, but does not have a reactor on that starport yet either. So he's just going to be producing 1 medevac at a time, and our Zerg player should be able to clean this up. So yes, there he goes. He is going to drop down that 3rd, looking to go ahead and expand behind all of these units. And that is just kind of an interesting timing for all of those Zerglings there, as usually the Zerg player is a reactive race. So usually if you would see, like with this Ling, you would see some units pushing out right here, that's when you would make all those Zerglings. Otherwise, he could have had all of these units right now, and he does have 57 Zerglings, so he could be up 20 more drones if he wished, and he could have about 60, 70 drones right now if he had invested these Lings larvae instead into drones. But he chose to make these Lings right here, so possibly he's going to push out with them soon, and the more time he spends not pushing out with them, there we go, he finally does make a push with these units, at least to go scout or something like that. So he's going to go ahead and keep these units out right here. Meantime, his 3rd is going to be finishing up pretty soon, and our Terran player is getting a lot of upgrades. He is upgrading his Terran vehicle weapons. He already has that +1 on his Marines, and he is getting +1 here for his Terran infantry armor. So possibly going to see some sort of drops, some sort of push coming, as there are 4 tanks, there are a lot of Marines, and upgrades have finished for that +1 and soon to finish for that +1 armor. So here we go, we do see a push coming, and our red Zerg player, or blue Zerg player, is going to be able to see this push, and he's going to be able to start building units to react. Yes, he has thrown down that spire, and he does have centrifugal hooks coming right now for his banelings to get that speed. Always crucial for when you are off creep, but here we go. It does look like our Zerg player is instead going to be going for a counterattack. He is going to leave these banelings out here. His 3rd is going to be in trouble, it seems, but this Terran player does not have much at home. He just has this 1 bunker and no real wall, just this wall to his main base, but his natural looks like it will be in trouble if our Zerg player does decide to go for some sort of counterattack. So here we go. We do have this red Terran player coming in, and he is going to start sieging up pretty soon. Yes, he is going to start slowly moving in, but our Zerg player is so prepared to make this counterattack, and there's just going to be an attack here on both ends. There should be some scans going down, I would imagine, to get rid of these creep tumors, as those are crucial. And here we go. Yes, the Zerg player is coming in. He is going to trap a tank. He's going to kill off this bunker right here. The wall off is going to go ahead and go up. We're going to have to see what our Terran player decides to do, if he continues to suppress this attack or not. Yes, it looks like he is going to continue attacking in right now. There are a lot of Zerg in there, and Bailey, a huge hit, able to clean up all of these Marines, so the Zerg player is going to be able to easily fend off this attack, and DRTknight knows exactly it is over. He just lost his natural expansion and his whole attacking force, so well done there by Kraigus. Always beautiful to see counterattack, and this is such a great map to do that, as there are so many different openings and paths that you can take as a Zerg player. So if you are Zerg and you are playing on this map, please, please, please use all of those different paths to counterattack where your opponent is not, and you can see results like this where you're able to snipe off your opponent's natural and then still possibly get back if he needed. He would be able to get back and help out this fight if there was a problem like that. So GG, well done, Mr. Llama out.